This is Junaid Islam. I'm with the Smart City Council. I'm here in Silicon Valley with Mahbubul Alam, who is an expert in innovation. He's built a couple of startups himself. More importantly, he's created industry standards. We are going to talk about how AI code generation is going to revolutionize the startup environment, not only for startups here in Silicon Valley, but also young teams in Asia. This is going to be magical. So first, Mahbubul, thanks for coming out here in Santana Row for lunch. We haven't had lunch yet, but we thought we'd. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Junaid. This is amazing, amazing atmosphere. I'm Mahbubul Alam. I'm a serial entrepreneur. We both go back from our Cisco days. We have spent a lot of time in Cisco in networking, security, all those routing, switching, all those internet-related infrastructure. And then from there, I went and did a automotive startup and we were the one that created the software-defined vehicle architecture and allowed software to define vehicles. I sold that company to Aptiv in 2017, and then next I jumped into an automotive cybersecurity. As you know, autonomous vehicle and connected car needs secure vehicles, sold that to FCA, and then went to AI-driven physical AI, means autonomous vehicles, and build those electric autonomous vehicles for agriculture and construction, and also robotics that did some of the workforce tasks in the farming space. Also in parallel, I'm a chairman of a Dutch startup, Smart Avatar, that's working on amazing things like 6G, how it is connecting the terrestrial and non-terrestrial. So you hear from Elon Musk, Starlink. So how does those low Earth orbit satellites connect with your mobile network as a single network? So that's one area, amazing. The other is the meta cities, so which is using digital twin to create metaverse for cities and connecting many cities together. And the last one over there is also zero trust security. Just like you are an expert in zero trust security, we're trying to bring that lightweight zero trust security for automotive and digital twin.
Wow. So thanks for so the thing I want to really get your thoughts on, and three questions. One is, what do you think about AI code generation? It's moving very fast, but where I want to get to is, how does code generation, AI-based code generation, change outsourcing? Is the second question. And then the third one is, how does it change and really improve the dynamics of the startup environment here in Silicon Valley? Because as you know, you've set up companies, I've set up companies. One of the hardest things in Silicon Valley is when you have a seed stage company, you don't have a lot of money, and you can't go to Series A, or you can't even get seeds funding before seed without getting users. But users need production code. So I would think that linking Silicon Valley startups to AI teams in Asia could change that. But before we get there, question one, what's your thought about AI-based code generation? You've been looking at it a lot. What's your quick take on where it is and where it's going?
Okay, so let's start with this. Maybe it's a surprise for many people. Google CEO announced that last year in 2024, 25% of all the codes and software that was developed within Google was AI code generated. So we have already achieved that milestone, 25%. So obviously it's working, right? It's working. Yes, do we need human? Of course we need human to make sure that it works all properly, and we also have to have other aspects of data privacy and ethics and all those other areas that requires human touch. Also making sure it's not biased data is used. So, but generating code, it's not anymore of a human task. So we used to have before the outsourcing, which was like a resource based or human. Now it's more of the AI taking that.
It seems though outsourcing, which is driven by large Indian companies with teams of people, because generating code is so labor intensive, it seems that is gone now. you don't need a big building. You just need a few smart people to shape the code and write the correct query and also verify the code is correct. But that's like one or two smart people. That's not 200.
Absolutely, you have built many startups. You know that what you said, that it's like IT services companies like a pyramid, okay? And AI is the one that disrupts those pyramids and allows you to have ant-like colonies that are fast and unstoppable and distributed.
Yeah.
So, and that's what AI is doing. It's distributed, small, and you cannot stop them. So there is no more of this big Eiffel Tower type of companies that are the powerhouse.
So I guess the thing is, India did well in outsourcing because they have a lot of engineers, a lot of smart people. It seems with AI code generation, the opportunity now spreads across Asia, from Bangladesh to Malaysia to Indonesia, where you do have very smart engineers, but you don't have big infrastructure, because now these smaller teams or individuals can now generate code. So that seems a pretty significant shift.
Yes, yes. I mean, you see, the IT services industry is about $250 billion today. And I have had outsourced team in Vietnam and in India. I can tell you there is talent in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City. There is talent in Manila. There's talent across, Bangladesh and India, all over Asia, and maybe also, not maybe, for sure also in Africa and Latin America. But talent is out there. So what AI did is just made it lower the bar threshold of developing your prototype.
Yeah.
And most of the investment, if you look at it, is you in the beginning you need angel investors. So this is friends and family who trust you, and you burn a lot of money to prove your concept. That aspect of that is actually made so simple. You can build prototype and apps at a fraction of a cost. At a fraction of a cost. It's almost equivalent to think about it. Having IT people hiring, IT services is like hiring employees, and AI is like a freelancer who never gets tired. Okay, doesn't cost that much money, and works continuously. So that's the analogy. So you can actually get to this prototype building and app building at a very fraction of a cost, and that actually makes the level playing field for the early stage for everybody. And it is, with I see the way I see AI is like the next language of Silicon Valley could be Bangla or Hindi or Bhasha or Vietnamese. Means it could be everywhere. AI, Silicon Valley can be any Asian cities could be a Silicon Valley. So then what you need after that is to pair with domain knowledge people.
Yeah.
And that is what probably Asia is lacking. Maybe, I'm not saying they're not lacking, but there are a lot more in the US. And here, all the industries that we have built, they will be rebuilt and reshaped again with AI. So that's a new opportunity altogether.
So it seems there's a new kind of AI startup that is going to be created, one that takes Silicon Valley innovation, where people are inventors from around the world, but it directly integrates them with AI-based code development in Asia, in some of these secondary markets, Indonesia, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Vietnam. And that could be huge for pre-seed stage companies in Silicon Valley, people who start with 100,000. Right now, 100,000 usually means a PowerPoint and some demo code. Now, for whatever you're doing, whether it's healthcare or logistics or accounting or even a game, that for 100,000, you could potentially go to production code, because someone in Asia will take that 100,000 and in a month compress a year's worth of work into a month. So this would be kind of like game changing. So it's not just AI, but it's AI code generation combined with very skilled workers throughout Asia directly helping the startup here. I mean, it's the kind of arbitrage, right?
Yeah, this is good because what you're talking about is applied AI.
Hmm.
Applied AI in industries,
Yeah.
and that's where you are actually solving the problem. See, your solution-oriented people are taking this as a tool to solve a problem, and if I just look at myself, right? How am I doing so many things? So I looked at myself and said, okay, these are the things I have to do. I have to be, I have to write this blog. I have to be socially present. I have to read this article. I have to read that and do so many things. And I see there is a lot of repetitive activities.
Yeah.
Not the document may be different, but I have to do a certain activities throughout the week, and so what I did is I kind of created AI agents or agentic AI, which basically clones certain activities of mine,
Yeah.
and therefore what ends up happening is I'm able to do more by cloning some of the activity where the creativity is still with me and and the ambition, that it's only requires that, and all the task related things is done by my AI workforce. So this is what's happening. So now if we take that to the industry here in Silicon Valley, now you go to healthcare, you go to transportation, you go to fintech, you go to retail, and you look at how can they increase their productivity. You try to look at that, you just understand their workflow, and then use the engineers or the creative people in Asia, partner with them to create a solution that solves this problem. So I see a future where basically you are not creating a software that is adopted by everybody, but there are small software that is solving community problems and local business problems. So there are a lot of startups, and they are just solving local problem for themselves.
Well, I mean, thanks. For those of you watching, we haven't even had lunch yet. So I think a couple of things. The big one is this is going to happen in a big way. And I think you've kind of said it's applied AI. It's really AI-based code generation to help a startup here, but using experts and intellectual capability, which is actually not harnessed for code generation.
Yep.
In these secondary markets, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Vietnam, and that this is a game changer because it directly changes the economics of seed stage startups right here. It basically makes them a world-class company at the seed level, not at the Series A.
See, economics is all about supply and demand. Demand is here. We are United States, a $25 trillion economy, right? Supply is over there. There are a lot of young people over there. So when you marry them in a smart way, you don't need big software companies, because AI is not software. It's a new species, as if we have discovered a new species. So it's a level playing field, whether you are Infosys or Tata or you are a small company. It doesn't require 50 people or 100 people or 200 people. It just requires 4 or 5 smart people combined with the demand side, which is here, understand what is that will sell. It's not about doing the AI. What will sell? What will solve the problem? That is us. That is here. That knowledge. So you combine those two. It's like a marriage made in heaven.
Wow. So
I don't know.
Thanks for all of this. So this is a big topic. I think we're probably going to do multiple episodes. If you like this, please do add your comment and repost, and feel free to join my LinkedIn channel or Mahbubul's. It's going to prompt. And with that, thanks again. And then look forward to talking again soon on this topic where I feel it's going to revolutionize the world. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you, Junaid.